Do you have burnt or dry grass and compacted soil? Do you want a luscious green grass that you can be proud of? Stick around and I'll show you the steps you can take to get there. All right, thanks for coming on this lawn care journey with me. First thing I did was I got soil from the big box store and had it delivered. I actually got 50 bags of topsoil. I got the lawnmower and started mowing all around the house. These next few clips are really just giving you an insight into the amount of yard I have. So I just went around front to back and came back around to the front to show you what's going on. Here's my princess, or my shadow as I call her, doing her little pretty girl rock shimmy. So this is a thatch rake. This is required to take off that dead grass that forms a layer on top of the soil and prevents the seeds from touching the soil. So as you can see, there's tines or kind of blades, like 19 blades or so, that you use to kind of run through the grass and pick up all of the old and dry grass pieces from there. So it's similar to a rake, but it does a better job because the blades go deeper into the soil, so they pick up more grass, but that also makes it a little more difficult to pull. Now, watering prep. I have the Beehive 4-way watering system that actually attaches. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4 there. That actually attaches to 4 hoses. So I spread those hoses from the back to the front on both sides. So I have 2 of those units and 8 hoses basically. All right, so we're outside. I am about to test these Aerator shoes, as well as bring this around for you, this Aerator wheel. This is the spike version, so we'll see how it goes. The idea is, of course, once you roll this, you push it, it keeps going into the soil, and you can do a lot more faster. This, you'll have to walk the entire length of your yard to get, to aerate the whole thing with these shoes. Not bad if you're trying to get your steps in, but let's see how it goes. So let's see how difficult it is. Nope, it's just like a sandal. Should be pretty easy. All right, from the outset, these actually feel pretty good. When I step, I feel myself, because of course it takes my entire weight, so I feel myself going all the way down, so I know it's going through. I'm going to push this now and see how it works. All right, so from those few seconds of using both of these, I feel like my ground or the soil here is just too tough and too compacted to use this. As of right now, it feels as though I have to put a lot of weight onto this wheel to get the spikes to go into the ground. The spikes are turning and it's rolling, but it's probably going a 1/4 inch into the soil. Whereas as I stand here, this is 100% of this entire spike is in the ground on the sandal type spike aerator. So I'm gonna keep using it to see how it feels, but if you have pretty tough compacted soil, this is going to be very difficult to use and probably is not gonna give you the result that you want. So think about that when getting something like this.
They're working perfectly actually. With your body weight, it's going in. You just have to be careful as you walk because you don't have that gliding forward movement of natural walking. You have to do more of a march, high knees, as they say in the gym, so that you're not like tripping over yourself. So it's high knees, but it's working perfectly. Okay, so I aerated the entire lawn and now it's time to overseed. So I actually have 2 seeders here. One I've had for a while now. This is a Vigoro. I actually looked around, haven't seen it, but I'll link to a similar one. It's basically a hand crank. So there's a spinning piece inside that pushes the seeds down, and when you pull the trigger behind you, it opens a lever that lets the seed come out. The seed hits this spreader down here that turns. So you basically pull the trigger and turn this at the same time, and it spreads your seed in front of you as you walk. So that's how this works. This one I bought this to test it out. It's the same concept, except it's the Whiz. So this one is battery operated, you know, technology and convenience. So you just pull this trigger and you spread seed. So it's pretty much the same thing. This is from Scott's. It's called Scott's Whiz. It's about $30 or $31. I'll put it in the description. I'll put all the links to everything I've used here in the description as well. So I'm going to put this on, then fill it up with seed and start overseeding the entire lawn. Let's go. So this is the Fiskars Deluxe Stand-Up Weeder. So you put it over a weed, you stamp down all the way, then you rock back or rotate on this piece here, and you see it closes. So it basically bites the weed, and then you lift it out the ground, and then you slide this lever down to eject the weed and the dirt and whatever. So I have a big weed over there I'm going to use it on. So let's see. So it is right there. Okay, cool. All right, so this is up. Put this, find this, the root of the weed. Put this right over it so all 4 can grasp. You step down, then you lean back, and it bites it and pulls it up. There you go. And then when you slide this, ejects it. No weed, and it takes it out all the way from the root. I'd recommend you buy this if you want to drop seed in your lawn or wherever. This is good, especially for $30. Just replace the battery, you're good to go. All right, so now I am going to go over there. There's a pallet of 50 bags of topsoil that I'm about to cut, drop all around the yard, then rip the bags and rake over certain areas that I think are pretty dry or bare. That way the soil covers the seeds a little bit, and we have some coverage there for the seeds to germinate and kind of shoot up. So that's the next step. Oh yeah, I forgot. So I gotta tell you guys story time. So last year we bought the house, and when we came, it's a new development, so you come in and the builders, they're getting the house ready for you to move in. They're watering the grass, they're doing all the things that they need to do to have the house looking in tip-top condition when you move in, so you don't have any complaints. A month or two has passed, and then we get the water bill. So the first water bill is $1,250 something dollars, something like that. It was in the 1200s. So we like, oh hell no. We go back to the builder and say, hey, we appreciate you getting the house ready for us, but this bill is yours. We look forward to you sending us back the money to pay this. They're like, okay, no problem. They do it. So, the time passes again, 2 months or however long it takes to get your water bill. And we get another bill from the water company for $1,500. $1,500, you heard that right. 1500 and change. So we're like, oh, hell no. Something's going on. And you guys, so I call them up immediately. I'm like, you guys have to figure this out, because one, we're not paying this, and two, we're definitely not paying this. So you guys gotta figure it out. Okay, they send plumbers. I call the county. I'm like, hey, something's going on. They say, the builder says it's not between the main and the house. After the plumber came and checked, said it's not between the main and the house, so it's not their concern. They're responsible for everything between the main line, which actually, if you guys can see, is right here. The main line and the house. So I say, okay. I call the county. I say, listen, this is what's happening. You guys need to come and check it out. They come, they check it out. They say, nope, everything's good on our end. You probably have a runny toilet. So they're like, you wouldn't believe how that adds up, blah, blah, blah. Start singing, giving me the old song and dance about how I don't know that something is leaking in my place. Whoever needs to figure this out needs to figure it out, because we're not paying for it. So keep looking. Anyway, while all this is happening, I'm thinking that it's something that I'm doing. I stopped watering the lawn. I had it set to water, and I'll show you guys what I use to water the lawn. It's actually a really good system. But yeah, I stopped watering the lawn twice. I was watering twice a day for 20 minutes. I went down to once a day for 10 minutes, because I'm like, if it's the watering that I'm doing, I gotta check that and make sure that, that's not the case. So that is kind of what happened. So that went for a while. It took months for them to resolve this, only to find out that there was a problem with the billing in the county. And we were not responsible, as I know, but I had to make sure, and I stopped watering the lawn as frequently as I should. And last year's sun was terrible, so it burned all the grass. And the front of the house gets a lot of sun, sorry. So yeah, it just burned. So yes, I did stop it, but I'm not sure anybody in my position would continue wetting the grass as frequently when we actually at that time did not know what was going on with the water situation. Yeah, but like, this is crazy. They said we were using 193,000 gallons of water. I believe the standard swimming pool is 30,000, somewhere between 30 and 40,000 gallons. So they were saying that we were using 6 swimming pools of water in the 2 to 3 months between bills. I'm like, you people must be crazy. But anyway, it's resolved. No harm, no foul. They removed the charges. We're all good now, but yeah. 1, we're not paying it, and 2, we're definitely not paying it.
Before I let you go, there was one more step that I didn't mention in the video, and that is, of course, watering. So I watered the entire yard extensively, and I've been wetting 3 times a day since then. Now, All the links for all the products that I've used are in the description, but the two products that I really like are the Scott's Whiz hand seeder and the Fisker's weeder. That weeder, you don't have to bend, you don't have to lean over, you don't have to get prickly bushes and weeds stuck in your fingers. You just put it in, you mash down, you lean back and you pull it out, and that's it. And the Scott's Whiz gave a real even spread of seeds around the yard. So those two worked out really well. Now giveaways. On this channel, I'm giving away products twice a month. By the time you see this video, I would have already concluded my first giveaway, but have no fear, the new giveaway will be back next week. And lastly, if you like what you've seen here and you like all things home, inside, outside, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to chatting with you guys in the comments. Now, if you've stuck around this entire time, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.